No, it's been a minute. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to today's video. I wanted to do something a little bit different this time as compared to my last 3 videos. Now, I know that's, whatever. But really, I think that's the coolest part about just starting a channel is you can really take your time to figure out what your style is going to be and how you want to present what you want to present. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Hopefully, as I keep going and keep making videos, I'll be able to get into the groove that really works for me and for you, and this channel can really start becoming something awesome. So originally, this video started as something completely different, but has kind of evolved over time. And I originally wanted to talk about a few specific things, but like I said, it's evolved over time as I've kind of thought about this video. And what I really want to talk to you about and share with you today is about inspiration. The world right now is in a very chaotic and uncertain state as we have gone through the virus and we are progressing through finally taking care of and making a change for something that should have been handled a long time ago. I don't want to sit here and act like I have a huge platform if I know I have like 7 subscribers, but I also feel very awful just sitting here and making normal content at the same time. So I do upfront want to make my position clear and make it clear to everyone that I do stand with the movement. Black lives do matter. All lives do matter. But right now, specifically, Black lives do matter, and we need to make changes. Now, these images that I want to share with you today have nothing to do with the movement. The topic I want to talk about does somewhat tie into it. Like I mentioned, the world is in a place it hasn't been before. And with that, I've found that it's very hard to continue to make the same pictures that I have made. I go out and I try and make images and it just doesn't seem as important, but that's okay. Photography itself is a very wide art form, and it can range from documenting the events that are happening and documenting our lives to portraying a life or a image of something that we can be reaching for. And at the same time, it doesn't have to do any of those things. I personally have always enjoyed taking pictures. And if I'm being honest, it wasn't until recently that I started feeling like my pictures had to mean something. It's been within the last 2 years that I've started using photography as a way of actually coping with depression and getting my feelings out there. And a lot of the times when there's a lot of stuff going on, you tend to get caught up in that. And I found myself stopping. I felt the creativity stopping. I felt the inspiration stopping. And I felt the desire to go out and to use my camera slowly fading away. I found myself staying inside a lot more. Granted, a lot of that had to do with the virus and self-quarantining, but at the same time, I had to force myself to get out and to go and to create. And with everything going on, human interaction was a lot more sporadic. I didn't have the opportunity as much to create with other people and to interact with models. And so I found myself going on photo walks and just taking pictures of everything around me. And as I began to do this more and more, it started to mean a lot more to me. Now, the pictures are not anything remarkable or anything to write home about, but I think that's okay. Now, like I said, these pictures that I am about to show you are nothing extraordinary. A month and a half ago, I took the opportunity with my family to go on a trip and spend the weekend at the other end of the state. And it was just a great opportunity to get away. And how I wanted to utilize this break and this trip was to take my cameras, take a bunch of film, and just shoot as much as I could. So I packed up and loaded my car, and we started driving. Now, the point that I'm really hoping comes across and that I really wanted to address in this video is the act of acting, or the act of doing. Like I said, with everything going on right now, I can totally understand the anxiety and just the mentality of not wanting to do stuff. I personally, over the last couple of years, have mainly shot portraits and worked with a lot of models. And so going out and shooting pictures of a diner, or really pictures of anything that I just stumble across, really isn't my forte. But Kyle McDougall recently posted a video about this, about going out and shooting stuff that you're not used to. And honestly, that's when your abilities and your craft and your eye and your experience really do grow. You get better at photography when you're working on things outside your comfort zone. Now, it is good to focus on the work that you want to be doing, and that's really how you start fine-tuning that part of your craft. But it is good to every once in a while shoot something different. And honestly, it's hard to keep creativity going unless you switch things up. And that really was my biggest takeaway from this trip, was that sometimes you do just need a break and you need to switch gears, because you can find yourself just falling into the routine of things, doing things over and over just because it's what you do or what's been done. You don't need to fall into that routine. That's honestly why we are where we are in the world. We fell into a routine. We fell into the habits of thinking things were okay, and that's not okay. So I do want to show you a few more pictures though before I wrap up this video, so I hope you enjoy these. Now, this video was a little bit more unscripted than the last few, and this might be a direction that I want to end up going. I don't know. I just have been sitting and thinking a lot about this, and this was something that I just wanted to share with you guys. So I hope you liked it. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this kind of video. And if you ever find yourself in that rut where you just don't want to create, or you find yourself doing the same things over and over, I hope this video could be a good example on why it's okay to just get out and to change things up. These pictures aren't anything spectacular, but I actually did really end up enjoying some of the results that I got. And one of the pictures I really did end up enjoying the results so much, I've decided to add it to my print store. But before this ends up sounding just like a giant plug, I don't mean that at all. I just bring it up to highlight the fact that you never know what you're going to shoot or what you're going to make, and sometimes you can like the results so much that you end up doing something with them. So just remember, it's okay to be discouraged. It happens to everyone, and take that discouragement and try to push it into something creative. Get out there, shoot what's happening in the world right now, whether it be something that is impactful and changes lives, or if it's just something that makes you feel better. Because at the end of the day, we can't change the world if we can't change ourselves. So be healthy, be smart, and love each other. Thanks for watching.